All right. It's time for last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. I'm Bob. That's Mike. We're ready to rock it out. You ready to rock, Mike? Are you ready
man.
to rock? Come on.
I'm ready.
All right. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. And you know what? We are just having a great time being. Well, hold on. I got to do this fade out first. I love doing this. Studio engineering right before your eyes, folks, or before your ears. I just love doing that. You know that? All right. OddsJam. Don't forget to click the links below, folks. What do they got to do, Mike? They click the links below and they sign up for what? The sports books. Let's sign up for as many as possible in your state. They're all there. There's all kinds of bonuses going on, right?
Absolutely. And you need to be in multiple sports books anyway, because you can get the best odds that way. I mean, you see our show every single day and you see the odds we're getting on some of these plays. You look around at some of the other sports books and we're getting a steal. There's some cases, Bob, we're getting plus money on a play where other sports books are giving us minus odds. So Holy cow, we're raking.
Exactly. You can't do it with nobody but OddsJam. Don't forget, there's a partner program link there too, folks. You click that link and share it with your friends. You get 20% of all the revenue for those who sign up with your link. So you got to do it. OddsJam.com for 3 free bets, profitable bets daily. Yes, that's cool stuff. All right, Mike, I got to start off with this. First off, the OddsJam team is in New Orleans. They're going to the Final Four. So we got to give a shout out to these guys. What's up, guys?
What is going on?
Do they not need to do a shot for us? A couple of shots?
I'll have a drink with you guys. Cheers.
There you go. Speaking
Dr.
of which,
Pepper, though.
Speaking of which, Mike, here's the thing that we want people to know. You know, we got some stuff mailed to us, and I keep on pointing this out from Alex's mom, and you know, we got a couple of hats, couple T-shirts, we got some nuts because we're the sports nuts,
and you're nuts.
You're right, I am nuts, but you go to contact@oddsjam.com and we'll tell you if you want a cup. You want a cup? Look at this cup. Look at that cup, man. Look at Mike's cup. They're awesome with the logo on there and everything. OddsJam, man, we are the place to be. And, you know, we're going to have some fun tonight. And we're going to go, Mike, and talk a little bit of basketball, NBA right now. I know the Sweat the Bet guys had all kinds of things to say about what's going on in the NBA, but we're probably going to be just a little bit different here. I know that you don't want to touch this game. You've already told me that you don't want to touch this game, this Milwaukee-Brooklyn game, but you got to at least give me some sort of indication as to what you're thinking in this game, Mike.
Well, I mean, number one, I think Giannis is going to have a monster game. You take a look at his numbers against Brooklyn in the last 10 games. I mean, he's putting up over 31 points, over 12 rebounds, and almost 5 assists. So he absolutely kills Brooklyn, and they don't have an answer for him. They have nobody that can stop him down low. So a play that I like in this game is probably going with the over, because Brooklyn can't stop anybody defensively, and they're absolutely lethal in transition. So expect Brooklyn to score a lot and expect them not to be able to stop even a nosebleed. That's what I'm saying.
Wow, that was good. I taught you well. You've learned my comedy.
Hey, look, Milwaukee did snap their 2-game road losing streak against Philadelphia. So maybe that's a confidence booster for them going into this game. But ultimately, Bob, I think the best play that I like on this game is riding the over.
Okay. All right. What about this Cleveland-Atlanta game? It does have playoff implications. Anything on that at all? Is Trey going to go off again? He had 41 the other night.
I love Atlanta, and I'm going to give a shout out to our boy Steve right now because he mentioned this earlier to us. Atlanta first half. We wrote it last night. We're going to write it again, man. I mean, there's no doubt that I think they'll take this first half. And look, Cleveland has been bad lately. I've picked with them and been on their side, and they've let me down. So I have no choice but to go against Cleveland here. I like Atlanta in the first half, and I also like them on the spread for sure. -3 in the first half, Bob.
Well, Randall just told me what he bet in a text. That's pretty funny. He's going with the under 2. All right, let's go to the NHL here real quick, Mike. This Pittsburgh-Minnesota game has a lot of playoff implications, even though they are in different conferences. I really think that Pittsburgh can go into Minnesota and win. What's your thoughts?
Well, Pittsburgh has been playing really bad as of late, so they have had some letdown games. And,
except for the 11-2 game.
Yeah, it was against Detroit, though, Bob. I mean, if you're going to really count that for anything, Detroit's awful. Pittsburgh needs a win against a legit playoff contender. This team comes out of the West in Minnesota, who, in my opinion, is a sleeper in this whole Central Division.
So you're in on the Marc-Andre Fleury trade.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're facing your former team, Pittsburgh, where you were a Stanley Cup winner and where you were kind of given the boot, so to speak. So I think he would definitely like to start this game. I'm assuming he is in net tonight, right?
I would imagine, yes. I haven't looked, but I'm sure he is. I can tell you here pretty quick.
Yeah, I think Fleury will have a good game. And again, Pittsburgh has just not been good against playoff teams as of late. So I like Minnesota a lot.
He's in. All right. This is not confirmed yet. That's why there's a question mark. Tiger, is he in the Masters or not? There are people out there that are saying 99.9% sure. Rory McIlroy is really wanting to see him play. All of the players want to see him play. The whole world wants to see Tiger play. We know he's not going to win, okay? I mean, there's no way after that accident and the rehab and everything that he's gone through. I mean, the guy is lucky that he came out of that and he's able to walk again. But, my God, just to see Tiger Woods addressing a ball on the tee at the Masters on number 12, Amen Corner. I mean, come on, man.
It wasn't that long ago Bob, it wasn't that long ago we thought he would never do anything again, and look what he did.
Right.
So, I mean, at this point, the Tiger magic, I guess you got to buy in and believe that if he's in the mix, if he's in the Masters, man, again, I'm with you. I don't think he's got a shot. But you know what? For the casual fan and for the people that love Tiger and love watching him specifically golf because of him, it's certainly going to draw ratings, and it's certainly going to, I think, intrigue people not only to watch, but to maybe bet on this thing.
So we don't have a live chat going on, but I'm getting texts. Somebody wants to know, Mike, do you like the Nets or the Bucks?
I'm not touching it, Bob. I'm taking the over. That's the only pick I'm taking on that.
One of your buddies took the under. This is not a good thing. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. One of your buddies.
All right. Hey, here's all I know. Giannis is going to dominate tonight, and Brooklyn's going to score a ton of points. So I think I like my chances. I mean, Brooklyn's terrible defensively. They can't stop Giannis. They have no answer for him. He's going to have 30+.
By the way, one of those guys that is on the OddsJam team. So this ought to be interesting. He said to pray for him, okay, and he hopes that he wins. Obviously, all right. I'm going to share.
You know what? 243 is a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah, it's an insane number. They're all going for the under. So, all right, I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to talk about some positive EV plays. And, folks, let me tell you, Mike has been on fire with positive EV plays in the NBA. And, Mike, guess what? I've been on fire in positive EV plays, player props in the NHL, buddy. What
That
do
a
you
boy?
think of that, huh?
That
Oh,
a
yeah.
boy? That a boy?
Yeah, I'm coming around, baby. All right, what do you got for me? Tell me something here.
Hey, you remember that trick I showed you yesterday,
Yeah,
right? So listen, that'll beat you scrolling trying to find that specific play, all right?
What was that control? What now?
You've already forgot, man. You're supposed to write it down. Hit Control F.
Yeah, that's what it was.
There you go, baby. All right, now hold on. Don't start typing yet. I got to give you something.
All right.
Let's see if Donovan Mitchell's on there. I took the over 25.5 points on this thing, minus 105 on BetMGM. No doubt he's going to have a big game. Heck, he could have more than half of that by halftime, I think. So I'm riding that one heavy.
I saw player rebounds. That's all I had.
All right. That's all you got on it?
Give me something else. You got a Giannis play?
No, but I got a KD play. I told you he's going to go off too, man. Over 43.5 PRA.
Yeah. There it is right there, baby.
Minus 110 on Caesars is what I got it at, man. And all hail Caesar, baby.
It is now at minus 115 on BetMGM.
Hey, that's all right. Take it at minus 115. You just missed out a little bit. That's
how much are we putting on this? 50?
No, we're not putting 50 on that one.
How much?
You can put 20 on that one.
All right.
You should have put more on the Donovan Mitchell one. I should have told you that, but that's all right. If you guys are watching, go
you know what I have to do, don't you?
Go heavy on Donovan Mitchell.
You know what I have to do, don't you?
What?
You know, I'm just going to tell you right now. Here it is.
Heading to the Casino Queen. Got to get to Illinois. I got to make a bet now. I got to make a bet now.
I got to make a bet, man. I haven't made my bets today. I actually have to go across the river. I'm in Missouri. Remember?
Yeah. I'm seeing all your backdoor action there.
Oh, that's funny. All right. So, I made a couple plays earlier, and I'm actually going to go to the bet tracker now.
Hey, you ain't going to let me give my other two
out? You got to go for it, dude.
I got two more, man.
I
got two more. All right. Joel Embiid over 30.5 points tonight, man. Minus 110 on FanDuel.
Okay. And then what else you got?
I mean, this guy's in an MVP race right now, Bobby. James Harden is looking to feed him, all right? Joel Embiid is getting fed jelly donuts, juicy as can be, absolute fire, and he's just laying it in, no problem. Pick and roll, bam.
Bam, baby, let's go. All right. What else you got for me? Come on.
I got one more. All
right, I'm listening.
And I want you to repeat this name.
Okay.
Say Vucevic. All right, you hit it, man.
What do you think I'm
over 2.5? That's right. You are a hockey guy, man. Hockey players have some unique names that are hard to say.
That's right.
We're going over 2.5 assists.
Oh, I don't have that play. I got over 10.5 player rebounds.
All right. What's the math telling you to do, brother?
It's telling me to take it.
Then take it.
I'm taking it right now.
Don't wait for me to tell you. The math is telling you to do it, man. Don't wait for my approval. If the numbers are telling you do it, Bobby.
You're the NBA guy, okay? I'm just a hockey guy. That's what they tell me. That's what they have me for. I'm just a hockey dude. All right, you know what? I'm going to show the bet tracker here because I actually put a couple of plays together earlier on my bet tracker and put them some positive EV plays in here, and I'll just show you them right now. I'm riding Claude Giroux over 2.5 shots on goal. Mike, I've used him twice since he's gone to Florida. 2 times he's come up on positive EV. Both times he hit. So I'm putting $10 on him. Mackenzie Weegar over 2.5 shots on goal, and Morgan Riley over 0.5 assists. As you can see, we added this stuff to the bet tracker. Here's the Vucevic one that I just added. for Mike on FanDuel, minus 112 odds, $10 stake, $18.93 payout. It's a pending bet. It's a positive EV. There's the KD over 43.5. Oh, and by the way, Mike, I did a PRA earlier myself on Cade Cunningham over 32.5.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but you wanted a Giannis play, and I just talked about what he was averaging against these guys. So guess what? We found one. We found one on Giannis. We're going over 31.5 points tonight, man.
Okay.
We're getting this bad boy on Caesars for minus 110. The OddsJam perfect line on that is minus 135. We're hitting it. We're hitting it.
Okay, so the PRA is over 49.5. Is he going to hit that too? Come on. Tell me.
Man, that's awful close to what he is averaging against the Nets in those last 10 games, those numbers I gave you earlier. I think that's just a little high for me. I'm staying away from that.
All right, we'll stay away from that. In the meantime, let's go back to the bet tracker and just show these folks what this does. So, first of all, it's free, all right, and it grades your bets 100%. All right, so you know exactly whether you won, whether you lost. Here I got $367 profit. I got $160 in pending bets. My return on investment of my completed bets is 4.3%. The percentage of my placed bets that beat the closing line value is 55.3. If I'm over 50%, I'm looking good. Here's my profit over time. Here I am in week 12, and I'm inching up. I keep on getting better and better and better. And then profit by sport book, by sport hockey being my number one. And then normal and positive EV plays. Positive EV is numero uno. Let me explain to you how we do this, Mike, and you'll agree with me here. We use positive EV to confirm our handicapping. Is that not correct?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, if there's a positive EV play and it's basically going with what I kind of thought, the math is there, I'm going with that. And sometimes, Bob, honestly, I'll let it sway me. If I was going in the opposite direction of it, if I see a play and it's trending towards the direction I didn't necessarily handicap it to be, I'm going with what it's telling me to go with, man, because it knows a little bit more than me, man. The math is there and you have to go with it. And again, you're getting legitimately unreal odds on some of these plays, Bob. I mean, there's times you can get plus money when you normally wouldn't. So you got to jump on that. So,
all right. So we're gonna move around here pretty quickly, since the guys are all at the Final Four, and Modi is going to be there tomorrow, and we got two North Carolina guys. Randall and Modi are both root for NC. Well, how do you figure these games to come out, Mike? Are you thinking it's going to be a Duke-Kansas final? Is that what you're thinking?
I unfortunately am. I just think Villanova is going to be in a lot of trouble not having Justin Moore. I'm rooting for them still, no doubt, but I just don't think they're going to be able to hang on. And with the Duke-UNC game, somehow, some way, I feel like Duke's going to get in the national championship game. It's destined to happen, it feels like. But
it's right.
If there was one team to ruin it, it would be North Carolina. That would be more. It would make more sense, and it would be more fitting for North Carolina to ruin his national championship run. Not only did they ruin his last game at Cameron Indoor Stadium, they could ruin his opportunity at playing in another national championship game. So either way, we got a juicy story there, huh?
I think North Carolina's cheating. I think Roy Williams is coaching from the stands.
Wow.
All right. Let's move on.
Where'd you Google that conspiracy theory at?
Let's move on to baseball. We've been doing a preview of each division. It is now time for the National League West, and we're going to start off with the Los Angeles Dodgers, who just got Freddie Freeman. and they've got a lineup of Betts, Freeman, Turner, Muncy, Smith, Justin Turner. The other one was Trey Turner. Justin Turner's hitting 6th in this lineup now.
If you got a Turner, you're in good shape.
No kidding. Taylor, Cody Bellinger is batting 8th, for goodness sakes.
Well,
Okay?
he was dropped in the lineup last year.
I know, but now he's down 8th, but sometimes he's going to be in 9th. And then you've got a pitching staff with Bueller, Kershaw, Urias. Is that how you're saying it, Mike?
Urias.
Haney and Gonsolin and Jimmy Nelson is a possibility. And of course, they have a solid bullpen. Who did they get to replace? Kenley Jansen is no longer there.
Kenley Jansen went to the Braves, Bob.
Right.
So they're going to have to really search for a guy to replace him. Right now, I'm not seeing anybody that they have replaced him fully with. I think it may be a committee thing.
Right. Me neither. And I think you're right there 100%. And a lot of teams are going to that. The thing is that it's very difficult to do the bullpen by committee when you have to face the minimum of 3 batters. That makes a big, big difference. All right. Let's look at the Padres, who obviously they're hurting without Tatis Jr.
They're going to be without him for a good while, but you got to remember, Bob, I think their pitching can keep them in this more than what people think. I got to be honest with you, and this is probably going to make a lot of people mad because that Dodgers-Giants rivalry is big time. I think the Giants were a fluke. I think they were a fluke last year, and I know people are going to say 100+ win team a fluke. I think they were. I think that the Padres will have the pitching. When you look at Blake Snell, Darvish, and Musgrove, I think that's a legit 3-man rotation right there. I know you got to have at least 5, but those are your top 3 right there. That is tough, I think. And I think they picked up a good player in Luke Voit for a DH.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he's going to get to hit in Colorado and places like that. I mean, I think that's a good pickup for the Padres. I know they lost Tommy Pham, but I think this Padres team is where they sit right now. I think they're right behind the Dodgers.
Eric Hosmer is going to have to pick it up, bud. Hosmer, Will Myers, they're going to have to pick it up. I know Myers had 20 home runs. 242 is not going to touch what he needs to do in order to be a successful player. That's my opinion. All right, let's look at the Giants. Yastrzemski, La Stella, Brandon Crawford, Brandon Belt. Crawford and Belt have been there a long time, man. Jock Peterson now. Ruff is the DH. Flores. And their starters are Webb, Rondon. Yeah, Rondon. And how do you say this guy's name, Mike? DeSclafani. They don't have a guy with over 11 wins. And looking at this division right now, the starters, the most wins were by Urias and Walker Bueller.
Yeah. I mean, the Dodgers have 2 of those guys right there. Look,
that was only 13 wins.
The Giants lost Chris Bryant. I think that's a big loss for them, believe it or not. I know they picked up Jock Peterson, but I don't think that's enough to, make up for what they lost in Chris Bryant. I think the Giants are declining in this division. The Padres are going to have a better year. They're going to be more healthy. I know they're without Tatis, but I think their pitching will keep them in it. The Giants have dropped down, I think.
So in Colorado, as we move to the Rockies, if you look at
picked up Chris Bryant,
McMahon, don't forget they picked up Randall Grichuk too. Okay, they got 4 guys with 24 or more home runs, and then you have Blackman with 17, and Hilliard had 19. That could be a tough lineup in that ballpark, don't you think?
I do, and I think Chris Bryant's going to put up enormous numbers in that ballpark, and I think that's going to help them compete with the Giants. I don't think they're competing outside of that. I think that them and the Giants are battling it out for that 3-4 spot, and which will put you in the mix for a wild card potentially. Right. So I think both of those teams may have a shot at competing for a wild card, at least one of them. And then, Bob, what can we even say about the Diamondbacks?
Oh, my
Here's my notes for the Diamondbacks. They're young. They have 3 top 100 prospects, and they're going to finish in last place. The Diamondbacks have no shot.
No. I mean, David Peralta is your number 3 hitter. That's scary. There's a lot of unproven players in their lineup. And then you look at their starting staff. You know, Mad Bum is probably the leader of the staff with an 8-12 record and a 5.06 ERA and a 1.34 whip.
Not going to cut it.
That is not going to cut it at all. So here's my finish. I'm with you. I'm going Dodgers. I'm going Padres. I'm sticking with the Giants. Colorado is not going to overtake them. Colorado, I do not think, has the pitching, although that former Cardinal, Austin Gomber, could come around. Like I said, Colorado, and then the D-backs are in last place, man. There's just no way.
Yeah, I'm right with you. I've got the Dodgers in first place. I have the Padres in second. Once again, I think they're better than what they were last year. I think the Giants decline enough to put them in third. I agree that Rockies probably don't quite have enough to overtake them, but it will be interesting to watch. And then after that, like you said, Diamondbacks, there's just no hope for them in that division.
All right.
And I'm heavy on the Dodgers. I mean, if you don't think the Dodgers are in really good shape right now.
I know they are. Okay.
They're in excellent shape.
I'm tired of hearing about the Dodgers. Okay. It's getting on my nerves. All right.
Well, yeah. You're going to have to hear about them again.
Because I don't want to hear about them anymore.
They added one of the best players in all of baseball, man. Freddie Freeman.
Hey, hold on. Let me get a drum roll. It's time for your lock of the night. By the way, what's your record so far?
We're up to 12-7 now, Bobby. On locks. That's just on locks.
I know. I got you. But who you got, big guy?
Bulls minus 2.5, man. 26-10 ATS at home. I think they beat the Clippers easily. I am riding them heavy tonight. Bulls on the spread, minus 2.5. Hit it, bet it. Bet it first, and then you'll hit it.
All right. Hey, by the way, folks, don't forget, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe, please. My record is 9-8 in locks. But, you know, I'm making a lot. Hey, hold on. I got a lot of plays every day, man. You know, I can't be perfect all the time. Okay?
You don't have any more plays than I do.
My lock of the night is I'm going to the NHL again. Yes, I'm doing it. I got to go back to my sport. I'm going to the NHL, and I'm going to the Colorado San Jose Sharks game. Sharks lost to Arizona last night, Mike. Lost to Arizona. I'm going on the puck line. I am taking. Are you ready for this? You think I'm nuts? I am nuts. I'm taking the Avalanche minus 2.5 goals. The perfect line, the actually a perfect line is plus 144, and Caesars has got it for plus 140, minus 2.5. Is that a gutsy play or what, buddy? Huh?
That's what you're all about, I guess.
You gotta have guts. You gotta go for it. So look,
you're gonna be puking your guts out if you keep making some of these crazy bets, Bob.
Hey, dude, I gotta get to the Casino Queen.
Heading to the Casino Queen. Got to get to Illinois. I got to make a bet now. Now.
2 Bobs is too much for me.
I know. Well, I'm going to have a conversation with the Bob in the middle. All right, so here's the schedule. Tomorrow morning, coffee with me as we do every morning. I'm going to do the midday show. I'll be back in Salem. I'll be out of Missouri by tomorrow afternoon in OddsJam TV at 1:30 tomorrow Central Time, 2:30 Eastern Time, folks. You got to be there. It's going to be me, Mike. Randall says he's going to show up, Mike and Steve. And one
Cool.
thing I want the OddsJam crew to do is if they could bring me back a bottle of scotch from Vegas, that'd be great. All right, that takes care of last minute betting with the sports nuts, and we will be back tomorrow night, 6:30 Eastern time, 5:30 Central time. Hope you guys have a great night. Play Mike's plays, play my plays, make some bets, make some money. Woo! Oh, I'm chilling like a villain. Peace.
Better be ready to hear a lot about the Dodgers, Bob.
Whatever. I'm going.
Ain't going
Cardinals
anywhere.
all the way, baby.
Freddie Freeman.